Ivy, which is pretty good. I know. Okay. So with horses, remember, if we don't feel comfortable with whatever level sedation before going forth, you start again. Okay. I know Dr. Broadbent went over some of the float stuff with you guys. While he's getting sedated. There are two basic types when you're floating. There's the manual, which I do, and then there's the electric. When I was starting, I chose to spend money somewhere else, so that's where I stuck with the manual, and I'm glad I did, because the electric uses a drill, a power drill, and it was having some trouble with filing it down too fast and causing some heat and actually cracking their teeth. Okay, so here are the 4 floats that I have. You'll notice that this one is slightly bent, so I can use it at different angles. The same thing with, and these are different lengths in their handle, so I can get further back. And this is one that is nice and small at the head and tilted down just a little bit, and I use it at the very back. Okay. I put some chlorhexidine in there, solution, and then this is what I use to open up the speculum. Okay? No. Actually, one of the professors that that was my teacher in school, made that. So what I do is open it up one click, grab the little duck head thing, okay. I'd like to get one more click on this, and the halter is restricting it, so I just cheat and open up the buckle here. Yeah, you see the valves working. Okay, a little trick that Jory taught me. Yeah, look at the difference in the next. Yeah, we got some good wooziness going on. But remember, they are still able to startle on xylophones. Okay? All right, what I want you guys to do, since I'm sure you haven't done it, is to look inside his mouth and take a look at the horses. Y'all need to step up and look inside. Okay? And you can feel in there. The other thing that I traditionally do before I start a float is I stick my hand in to see where the sharp points are. I'm not sticking my hand in a horse's mouth without sedation and without a good speculum set. I know, but the owners don't think like that. They just don't want their horse sedated. Okay, y'all see their teeth? It's a pretty massive tooth. Anybody wants to feel in there? I've got gloves. And we have soap. I mean, it's now Scout is approximately 13 years old. Okay. You see how I've got the speculum set? All right. I know some of you guys are wanting to kind of get in and learn stuff, so I'm going to sort of take a feel of his teeth and see what's needed where. I have not even ever been inside this horse's mouth. So once we get going, I'm going to do a little bit, and then I'll show you how I do some floats. Now, okay? Pretty huge. You need to pull the gums apart, pull the gums apart. I know it's dark in there. Oh, wow. They're huge.
Can we use a pen light?
Yeah, you can use a pen light. Pen lights are good. I was looking for a flashlight when I ran back, but if you got a pen light and you can share it, everybody can see a little bit better.
Oh, wow. Cool. Yeah. Cool. Can I see with your pen light? Thank you.
If you want to use...
Oh, wow.
drunk.
Yeah.
Good, I like drunk. Jory gave me this idea about the crutch. And, you know, it's just, and I paid nothing because I got it at the landfill. Or I got it at the recycling center. I just, yeah. And I mean, the worst part is that when they're really drunk and they're wobbling all over the place, you just have to hold their head still. But what they have at the universities, and they've got this special halter that they can run over that and hold them up. But this is something that doesn't cost a thing, and is a you're fine.
Not set that on the jaw?
Well, I do. I'll set it right here on
Yeah.
his jaw, and then, you know, as handler, you just kind of keep their head straight. So if you can keep from happening where you got this little twisty motion, that's really hard to float. It's nice to have them straight like this. If y'all take a notice and see how good, we've got some pretty heavy sedation on him now.
Leaning into it.
That's
Do you ever
okay.
fall over?
Typically no, but don't just say they won't. I have had a horse fall go down, but it does not, as a drug, it does not make them go down. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do is give a feel. Okay, his are not terrible, but there's some sharp points on the inside of his lower jaw, and therefore there will be some on the outside of his lower jaw. Of his upper jaw. Okay? Now, I know they've told y'all this 100 times, but everybody has their way of doing something. Find your favorite way, go with it so you never miss. Okay? I start at the beginning, move towards the back. That way I'm sort of stepping my way back, and I will work on one side, and then I will work on the other. And I always, with the speculum, that allows me to work on the lower teeth better. When you get to working on the upper teeth, these metal parts right here get in the way. Okay? So what I do is I do the lowers first, and then I will remove the speculum and do the uppers. Okay? Alright, so this is where your arm strength is. Okay, now, y'all, this is where your ears come in. Okay, you listen for that jagged sound, and if you watch and it gets really jagged, you'll know that I'm on a lot of sharp edges. What I'm looking for is I'm looking for smoother sound, and I know it's relative. You're thinking you're filing his horse's teeth down, you want smooth. And that's pretty smooth. And that only is really going to take care of the first couple of premolars. So that's what we're taking off. Okay? We're just taking off the sharp edges. This is a secretary recorder here. Okay, so then I grab slightly longer one, and I go back to the next piece. How you doing? You okay? Okay?
I just want to pull back.
Yep, because when he wants to pull back, I'm going further and further back, and, you know, if I ever get a real bad spot, he's going to tell me, ow. You know, what you guys do is just hold their head steady. You see where I've got my hand, that keeps his nose fairly steady. Scout, you were just drunk on your...